Hi guys. Hi. Good evening, all of you guys. Hope all of you can hear me. Anyone, guys? Can you please confirm? Is I'm audible, guys?
Yes, sir. Audible. Continue.
Right. So, guys, like yesterday in the last session, we just started with some of the basics of Power BI, like how to create the Power BI report. So as I said that, like how basically we'll create and how we work in the real applications. So first thing is nothing but first of all, we have to get the data, guys. So how to get that data, I just discussed in the last session. So as I explained you guys, so different type of sources generally we are having. Power BI supports almost all somewhere around 200 plus different types of data sources it will support, guys. So what is data source is, what is a data source here, guys? Data source is nothing but from where we are getting the data into the Power BI, or by using which data we are creating the visuals in the Power BI. That location or that particular type, the system or that particular data is nothing but what we call it as data source. So there are different type of data sources are there. Majority I explained you guys. One is going to be nothing but some kind of an CSV files, normal TSP files or TXT files, guys. Generally, as I said that these are generally what we generally call them as delimited flat files, guys. Delimited flat files means normal text files having some data which going to be having some kind of a separator like comma, tab space, semicolon, whatever it can be, guys, blank space, anything it can be there. So you can also prepare your own data also. I shown you. Simply open a notepad and just enter the data. But put some delimiter, so separator between each and every value. Simply if you write it continuously, we can't understand what is that, where is that particular data. So that's why what we have to do is put some separator, some delimiter we have to put it. The second one is nothing but Excel sheets, guys. Excel sheets, we all of you know that. So better to say that Excel workbooks, guys. So why Excel workbook, what we call it as is, it is nothing but what we call it as a collection of sheets, what we can call it as, guys. And apart from that, what are the database systems? So different types of database systems are there. But as I said that there are some issues are there to work with these database systems, because everyone may not be having the idea how to work with the database system. Some people may have the idea, some people may not have the idea about how to work with the databases. And apart from that, some specialized software and some little bit expertise is required. And apart from that, cloud also, guys. So we can use some kind of an cloud storages, like it may be a like Microsoft Azure or AWS or Google Cloud Platform. So different types of cloud based services are there that also require some kind of an expertise, and it has to be some little bit costlier also, because they has to be paid based on your usage. We have to pay for the cloud storages, guys. Some of them are free, but some of them we have to pay, guys. So like that, there are different type of data sources are there. Coming to database only, so we are having so many different type of databases. Like we have a Microsoft SQL Server, we have an Oracle, we have a DB2, we have a MySQL database, Postgres SQL, we are having Informix is there, Netza is there, SAP HANA is there. So many different types of relational databases, so many different types of cloud storages. Like that, so many different types of storages are there, which supports almost all somewhere around 200 plus data sources the Power BI supports, guys. So last class I've shown you some kind of an, so as I said that I'm going to work with mostly with the CSV files, guys. CSV files, Excel workbooks, these are mostly commonly I'm going to use, guys. And what is the specific reason for that also I explain you, guys. The main purpose is it is basically it is easy to share with you, guys. I can share the files very easily. I can just send the files using the WhatsApp or using the chat window. Easily I can share these particular files to you guys. And you also do not require any specialized softwares, or you also do not require any specialized which is going to be expertise. It is not required for you to understand this data, to work with this particular type of the files. That's why what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to work with. So we'll mostly work with this kind of a files, mostly, guys. Apart from that, we also use a different types of files also we'll use this. But most of the cases, we are going to work with this kind of a files only. We are going to work with them, guys. Okay. Fine. So yesterday I've shown you guys how to import the data. So if anyone has missed the previous classes, guys, so a couple of classes has been done. So 3-4 classes. We not yet started also, guys. Just with a very basic level only we have been got started with that. So very simple, guys, installation of Power BI. So we can easily, Power BI installation is very easy. Anyone can install it and download the software, guys, download and install it. So once again, if anyone wants, I can show you from where you have to download it, guys. So this is a location where you have to download it, guys. So this is the one, guys. So recent update was noted. Every month it will release an update. As of now, the August update was not yet released. Till it is in the July update only it was there. So download it, guys. Simple, you have to download this one, guys, 64-bit. Download. I have already shown you also. Easy installation, guys. Everything next option. So I can't show you it in my system, guys. Why? Because already in my system, already it was installed. So it won't ask you to install. Either we can remove it or either you can repair it. That's why I'm not showing the installation. Anyone can install it, guys. Hope all of you have done. Who has attended the last couple of classes? I think you have done, guys. Yesterday I asked you the same question, but somebody said that, some of you said that yes, most of you said yes, but some of them said no. So please try to install it, guys. So once again, quickly, I'm going to import the data set once again, guys. Quickly, 1 or 2 files I'll import in, guys. So this is your Power BI desktop, guys. This is your Power BI desktop. So actually yesterday we imported, but I didn't save the file, guys. If I don't save the file, what I have to do, guys? Every time we have to import. Yesterday I didn't save the file. So whatever the data we imported yesterday, I didn't save it anywhere. So we have to import the data once again, guys. Today I'll save the file, guys. Because yesterday I didn't started with any implementation. That's why I didn't save the file. Today I'm going to save the file, guys. So let me show you how this particular, the importing is going to be taken place. So easy, guys, very easily we can do that. I said get the data. So I shown you which is going to be text or a CSV file. Excel workbook is there, or else we are having the more option is also there, guys. So in the more option, we can see files. So there are few file systems are there. Excel workbook, TXT, or that is text file or a CSV file, XML, JSON, we have a PDF file, Packet files are there. So many different type of databases are there, guys. These are all the different type of database systems, guys. Microsoft SQL Server, we are having the Access database, analysis services, Oracle database, see there, IBM DB2, Informix database, Netza, MySQL, PostgreSQL is there. So Sybase is there, Teradata, so many databases are there. Apart from that, so many Azure related storages, even Microsoft Fabric also, guys. So we can work with something called as an data lakes, lake houses, warehouses, data marts, data flows, and Power BI semantic models. So we'll see them, guys. Azure. So what are the Azure related storages are there? Some kind of an online services are there, guys. And apart from that, there are some other softwares are also there, guys. So this is the one which we can see in, guys. So quickly, guys, files. I select the text or a CSV file. I'll share you the files, guys. For the timing, I'll share you all the files, guys. Later in the Google Drive, as I already said that, right? I will share you the Google Drive. So in the Google Drive, you can access all the whatever the data and all these things we can get in, guys. See, this is nothing but what shall I say is what we can say is, guys, the data set usercars.csv file, guys. Click on open. I'll share the files, guys. Today I'll share you a little bit more files. I'll share you, guys. Click on load. And yesterday I explained you, guys. So on the left hand side, there are 4 different views are there: report view, table view, model view, DAX query view. On the right hand side, there are 3 panes are there: filters pane, visualizations pane, data pane. And on the top, what we can see is there are called as ribbons. On the top, what we see them are the ribbons, guys. Left hand side, there are views, guys. Right hand side, there are panes. So very easy, guys. So learning Power BI is very easy, guys. So many people think that generally while learning, so many people, these participants thinks that, sir, there are so many options are there. How can you remember all these options, guys? So later, right now it is not required, guys. I'll show you the examples, guys. So many options will be there, guys. So how can you remember all these options, guys? Don't by heart it. So just regularly, if you practice it regularly, as I said that, no, guys, regularly, if you practice them, easily we can understand those, easily we can understand them, easily we can remember. I'll show you today. I'll show you some of the options also, guys, how to remember those options and all these things. I'll tell you the applications here. Okay, see there, I imported the user cars data, usercars.csv file I imported, guys. Here it has become a table. It's called as a query, guys. Table or a query, anything is a fine case. Expand this, guys. You can find out. So the columns, whatever the columns are there. See there, guys. For some columns, before the column, there is a sigma symbol is there, guys. You know that, right? We call it as sigma, summation. Okay, so why this summation is coming for some columns, why summation is not coming for some columns, guys? So concept is very easy. It is nothing but for numerical columns, by default summation will come. And for basically for non-numerical columns, we don't get the summation, guys. See, color is not a numerical column. Color, it's a string column. Model, transmission. Whereas if you can see mileage, price, and year, if you can see there, you can see some kind of what we can see is there is a summation is taking place. Later we'll see them, guys. So this is the one which we can see the data here, guys. And this is how we can import the data, guys. Like that, import the data from as many systems you can import in, guys. Another text or CSV file, guys. I'm importing a data set called as an insurance.csv file, guys. Some data which is relevant to some insurance data set, guys. See there? So some insurance data set, age of the insured, the person. So we know that, right? We'll apply for the insurance, age, gender, BMI. We have a children, smoker, region, charges. So we have the data is there, guys. Simply nothing is to there, guys. Simply we have to load the data. Simple, we have to load the data, guys. See, as many tables we can import in, guys. As many queries, we can better to call it as queries, guys. So each table is nothing but what we call it as a query. See there, one more query we have got it, guys. So as of now, 2 queries we imported, guys. You can see clearly insurance and user cars. If you want to see the data, you can see the data also, guys. Go to the table view. There we can see the table, guys. Insurance we can see, and you can see the user cars also we can see. Small data sets only, guys. It's not any large data set, a very small data sets, we can see them. Okay, can you see at the bottom, you can see here, guys, 1338 rows. So total number at the bottom, it is showing you, guys, table insurance, 1338 rows are there, guys. What is your user cars? Select the user cars, guys. So table, which is going to be user cars, having 150 rows. So 150 rows are there in this particular table, guys, having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns are there. Like this, we can import the data, guys. As many you can import in, guys. Text or a CSV file. Again, one more file, guys. I'm importing some data set called as fruits.csv file, guys. And another table, another small data sets, guys. See there, it's going to be data related to fruits, color of the fruit, sparsity of the fruit, weight of the fruit, label of the fruit. Can you see orange? Okay, color of the fruit, orange color fruit, greenish yellow, green, something we have the data, guys. Load it. Like this, guys. You can import as many tables we can import in, guys. See, that's a fruits data set, what we can see there. Color, sparsity, weight, and the label. Oranges, we have some apples, different colors of apples, green color apples, reddish yellow apples, red color apples, with a different sparsity, with a different weight. Like that, we can see some kind of what we can see the data, guys. So just, first of all, our concentration is on how to import the data, guys. After that, we'll see. After that, we'll see how to work with, and we'll see how to, which is going to be create the reports and all these things. We'll see it later, guys. So that is a basic idea about how to import the data. As many files you can import in, guys. See there, I'll show you the files also, guys. How to import the files once again. I'll show you as many I can import in, guys. Import, which is going to be text or a CSV file. One more data set, guys. Something about the data set called as an Gapminder. So whatever the data sets I have used today, I'll share it in the chat window, guys. Later, I'll upload all the data sets to the drive. From the drive, you can download it. One more data set, guys. Total 4 tables are important, guys. Fruits, Gapminder. What is Gapminder data set is belonging to, guys? See, all the 4 are 4 different types of scenarios, guys. 4 different domains. So if you can see user cars data set, fruits data set, insurance data set, and some Gapminder. Gapminder belongs to country, continent, various years, life expectancy, population, and the GDP per capita. Some data related to some economy of a country across the various years. That particular data, guys. One is related to fruits data set, life sciences, we can say, insurance data set, business, user cars, business data sets. Like that, you can import as many data sets we can import in, guys. So as you can see, each CSV file is nothing but one table, guys. Now I'll show you one Excel workbook, guys. Let me show you one of the Excel workbook. So I have a lot of data sets are there, guys. As I said that, right, I works on data science mainly. So I works with a lot of data sets. I work with them, guys. See, all these are my data sets. Different data sets for different scenarios. I'll share all these data sets to you, guys. Major data sets, I'll share it to you. I have a file with a name called as AdventureWorks 2017.xlsx file. So you know that, guys, XLSX is nothing but Excel workbook, right? So double click on it, guys. Just open the file, guys. So Excel workbook is a collection of sheets. See there, guys, there are some collection of sheets, guys. See there, dim product category. Okay, something like dim product table is there, dim date is there, dim product subcategory is there, dim geography is there, fact internet sales. Like that, we have a different sheets we have it, guys. Generally, Excel file is a collection of sheets, guys. Whereas whenever it comes to whenever work with the CSV files, there are single files, guys. There are single files, but these are going to be file is a single, but sheets are multiple sheets, guys. See that? This time what I'm going to do, guys, I want to import the data from an Excel workbook. See that? Here only we have this option, guys. On the toolbar, we can see there is going to be Excel workbook is there, or else get data is there. The first option is Excel workbook only. Or go to the option called as a more. There only we have the first option is going to be Excel workbook, guys. Just simply click on the connect, guys. It is a file, so it will ask you, guys. See, I also have some lot of XLS files are there. So I'm selecting the file, guys, XLSX sheet. So once if I select this file, so what will happen, guys? See there, it is showing you the various sheets in that particular file, guys. See there are some various sheets are there, guys. So let's select the sheets. Which sheets you require? Only select only those particular sheets only, guys. See, I'm selecting some of the few sheets I'm going to be selecting, guys. Whatever the sheets you are selecting, select it, guys. Simply again click on the load. It's showing, previewing the data, guys. Dim product category, dim product subcategory, fact internet sales. Click on load, guys. So already we have imported 4 tables. Now I'm adding another 4 more tables. I'm adding it, guys. But the 4 tables are not coming from 4 different files. All the 4 tables are coming from a single file, but it is coming from multiple sheets, guys. See there? You can see the data, guys. Total, there are some totally 8 tables has been imported, guys. So being yesterday we imported only 1 table, I didn't saved anything, guys. So that's why again, because it is only 1 table, I can reload it once again. But like this, guys, for example, if I import that 8 tables or 10 tables today, if I don't save it, what happens, you know then, guys? Tomorrow, next day, again, we have to start from the first. Again, importing the data, we have to start with them. So instead of again and again importing every day, save this particular project, guys. I can save this project, guys. Once you save the project, whatever we have been done, whatever the information or whatever we have been loaded the data, whatever the transformations, everything is going to be saved saved physically in the system, guys. So what do you have to do, guys? Okay, no worries. There is some errors are there, guys. Don't worry. One of the file is having some errors. Later we'll discuss about those errors, guys. So file, and simply I'm going to say that save as. Anywhere, wherever you want, guys. Already see these are some recent locations, guys. Downloads, okay, desktop. So it is going to be clustered HR data. Power BI files are there, clustered HR data, something it is showing you, guys. That's why what you can do is, guys, select this option, browse this device. Wherever you want to save, you can save it, guys. So what I did, guys, on my desktop, I created one folder called as Power BI files. In the various batches files I have created, guys. See there? So batch 5 pm.pbx file. Okay, batch 9 am.pbx file, or batch 8 am_dax.pbx file. You can choose any one of them, guys. I'm selecting batch 5 p.m. because it's already there. No worries. I'm going to save it, guys. No worries. I will replace it, guys. So now what happened, guys? Whatever the file that has been saved, that you can see it here, guys. Batch 5 p.m. Close it, guys. Close it, guys. Every time, every day, you need not to load the data, guys. Don't think that every day we have to load the data and every day we have to work with the data, guys. Not required, guys. Again, if I open the file, how to open the file, guys? it is there in my desktop. There is a file with a name called as an Power BI files was there. There you can see batch 5pm.pbx file. Directly, you can open this .pbx file. We can open it, guys. Directly, we can open this particular .pbx files. We can open it, guys. Okay, or else there is another simple technique is there, guys. The simple technique is going to be nothing but either this way, guys. Double click on the file. It will open the file, guys. Just if you double click on the file, guys, you will get the, which is going to be, we are going to get that the file is going to be gets opens, guys. See, it is opening the file. So whatever the files you have been imported or whatever the tables we imported, everything will be saved. No need to import each and every day, guys. See there, the data is going to be as usually it is going to be available, guys. Isn't it? So close the file. Or else one more way, guys. What I will do generally, guys, I will open the Power BI desktop. I'll open the Power BI desktop, guys. So after opening the Power BI desktop, you don't, previously what we did, guys, we clicked on the blank report. But today what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to click on the blank report, recent files, guys. See there? Recent files are already there, guys. See, batch 5 p.m., batch 9:30 p.m. underscore tax, batch 9:30 a.m., batch 8 a.m. underscore tax. So which file we have to open, guys? I'll open batch 5 p.m.pbx file. So by default, it will be saved with the extension of .pbix file, guys, which is nothing but a Power BI, PBIX, Power BI extension, what we can see that. So you are, as you know that, it is going to be .dtx, it's going to be what we can say, .xlsx, .docx, .pptx. Like that, everything is going to be nothing but what we can see is the extension, which is going to be the extension, what we can see that. So that is the one which we can see the data here, guys. So I imported the data like that. From wherever you want to import, guys, import the data. The table, whatever we imported, will become a query here now. These are what we call it as queries. See there are totally 8 queries are there, or 8 tables are there. Out of the 8 tables, 4 tables we imported from CSV file, and 4 tables we imported from an Excel file we have imported, guys. So already explained you, which is already I have explained you, guys, previously. What are the different phases are there? So generally, how do you work on that? So first of all, we have to import the data, guys. Okay, I know how to import the data. So import the data, guys. Okay, fine, done. I imported the data, guys. But directly, shall I start with the creating of visuals, guys? No. So we don't want to create the visuals directly, guys. First of all, what we have to do? So import the data, and first of all, what we have to do, guys, we have to transform the data, guys. Get the data and transform the data. So many people gets confused here only, like why we have to transform the data, guys. Why should I transform the data is nothing but whenever we import the data, guys, your data may not be sufficient. That means it may not be readily available to create the reports. Some type of junk data may come, some types of which is going to be irrelevant data will come. So we have to identify that issues and we have to clean up. That is what we call it as transforming and cleaning up the data, guys. It is going to be transforming, and which is nothing but what we can call it as cleaning of the data. So how do you do this, guys? How to transform this particular data, guys? Basically, for that, Power BI has given a separate environment was given to us, guys. The Power BI has given a separate environment and a separate tool that has been given to us, guys. That is what we call it as a Power Query or a Power Query editor, guys. What is the tool is called as, guys? It's a Power Query editor, guys. So the name itself is nothing but it's a Power Query editor. So the name itself is, guys, it's a query editor. You know what is the query, guys? Query is nothing but your table editor, which allows you to edit your data. So that's why we call that tool as nothing but Power Query editor, guys. So what is this Power Query editor? Power Query editor is nothing but a tool or an environment which allows you to transform the data, guys. So any transformations need to be done at the Power Query editor, guys. Transform the data, guys. Whatever the changes you require, all the changes we require in our table data, you can do it in the Power Query editor, guys. So many options are available. But how do you do this? That means how to access this Power Query editor, guys? Do I have to install it? No, guys. We need not to install it, guys. We need not to install it, guys. Then what we have to do? Simple to say that don't install anything, guys. Don't think that we have to install the Power Query editor, guys. No need to installation, guys. So see, can you see this, guys? Normally your Power BI desktop. There you can see something called as the option called as and transform data. The name itself is saying that. See that when I put a pointer on that, you can see very clearly, guys. Use the Power Query editor. Clearly it is showing you as. Use the Power Query editor to connect. That means there also we can import the data, guys. We can connect, we can prepare and transform the data, guys. So we can connect, guys. That means we can connect to your required source. You can get your data and we can transform the data as well as we can go for, generally what we do it, guys, we'll do some kind of a data preparation, which is going to be nothing but we can do it in this Power Query editor, guys. So click on this, guys. Just click on the transform data, guys. Just click here now. Once if you click here, a separate window is going to be opens, guys. Initially 1 or 2 days, there is a little bit confusion between these two, guys. So many people, we cannot differentiate between these two, guys. See there on the background, whatever we can see is nothing but this is it's a Power BI desktop, guys. It's easy to identify, guys. In Power BI desktop, on the left hand side, we have the views. On the right hand side, we see the panes. In the middle, we can see some kind of a blank screen or any reports we can see, guys. But what is your Power Query editor, guys? This is your Power Query editor, guys. So this is the one. This is Power Query editor, guys. So what you can do, guys? Here we can perform all the transformations. But see the screen, guys, on the left hand side, on the right hand side, completely there are going to be some kind of a different options are there, guys. See on the left hand side what we have in, guys. Clearly we can see, guys, what we can see is queries. Very clearly we can see something is what we can call it as the queries is what we can see on the left hand side. And on the right hand side, guys, we can see something called as an query settings. If you observe carefully or not. If you observe carefully, guys, queries on the left hand side. Queries means how many tables are there. So right now there are going to be how many tables are there, guys? 8 tables, right? So we have total 8 tables as of now. So it is showing you 8 tables, guys. On the right hand side, we can see there are query settings, guys. So what is this query settings, guys? Query settings is nothing but we'll again discuss more detail in the later classes, guys. Today is only just an introduction only, guys. That's why I'm not giving more and more details about that. See there? On the left hand side, we can see the queries, guys. And on the right hand side, we can see the query settings, guys. And see there? In the query settings, there are going to be something called as an applied steps are there. So what is the meaning of this applied steps is nothing but, guys, whatever the transformations we applied, whatever the transformation, see today, according to your requirement, we have applied some transformations on this table, guys. Maybe not one, multiple. Like that on some other table, it is going to be different transformations. Like that, on every table, we'll generally perform some transformation, guys. That is fine. But after 1 year, so what are the transformations we have done on the used cars query? Can you remember it practically, guys? We can't remember, isn't it? We can't remember who is the person who done the transformation also can't remember that. So that's why what basically this Power BI will do, guys, whatever the changes you have done, starting from the importing of data, guys, starting from the importing of the data and whatever the transformations we have done, every transformation is going to be maintained as a log here, guys. See there, it is going to be so little bit confusion in the initially, guys. You can see, guys. On the right hand side, can you see, guys? There are some steps are there. So if you observe carefully, what is the steps I'll tell you later. For example, there is a modal column was there, guys. Now I want to convert all this data into lowercase, guys. So don't worry. I'm converting this into which is going to be lowercase, guys. So see in future, that means whenever I go back to this particular table, I can understand clearly, guys. See there. So we applied a step here. What we have done, lowered case of text here, guys. That means we have converted one of the column into lowercase, guys. So what is the advantage of maintaining these logs, guys? It's a kind of a log is maintaining the applied steps. Each and every step, whatever you apply, that will be maintained here, guys. So what is the main advantage of using this particular step is, guys, in future, after 1 year or after 2 years, you can easily find out like how this changes has been taken place. Or let us say that I left the company. After doing the transformation, I left the company. So somebody in my place has been appointed, has been joined in my place. So whenever we open this particular, whatever the model, so he can easily identify what transformations we have been applied. So it is always good to maintain, guys. Good to maintain the steps, and automatically Power BI will maintain the steps, guys. And one more advantage is also, guys, there is an option U2. That means there is an option for us to undo the step also. That means I applied a step. What step left? What step I applied, guys? I converted the data into the lowercase. See clearly the column in this data, the data in this column is looking in a lowercase. But again, I want to revert back, guys. So there is an option called as delete option is there. Just delete it. Again, your data will be back as usually. So it allows you to know what are the steps we have applied, guys. And it also allows you to, which is nothing but undo the steps what you have applied on that particular, whatever the query is there. Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, here we cannot use Control plus Z to undo.
No. We cannot use it.
Okay.
That means you want to again undo the step, right?
Okay.
So, okay, I'm just doing what I'm doing here is, guys, I'm converting this into lowercase now. It is going to be something like a lowercase we have been applied. So I'm pressing the Control plus Z. I'm doing this. I'm pressing the Control plus Z. You can't see that I'm pressing, but I'm pressing it, guys. Can you observe carefully? Is there any undo is option is taking place? No, right? Okay. So we cannot do the undo option. If you want to undo, what you have to do is, no worries, just simply delete the step here now. Whatever the data that exists before that particular step is maintained. So sometimes query settings cannot be viewed, guys. Maybe sometimes unknowingly you are going to close it, guys. Don't worry that if a query settings is closed, no need to worry about that. Go to the view menu because it is a part of the view only, guys. So remember, guys, whenever you want to view any which is going to be pop-up windows or any screens, simple always go for the view option, guys. Go to the view option, guys. There is on the left hand side, the first option itself is, guys, query settings. It is going to display the query settings. Again, select, guys, it is going to deselect the query settings. Again, select here, guys, it will show the query settings. Selecting, deselecting, selecting, deselecting, guys. Let us always maintain select, guys. Sometimes I'll close it, guys. But sometimes whenever again I require it, again I'll go back and again I'm going to ask the Power BI to show that particular whatever the query editor is there. What are the query settings are there. So see, guys, on the left hand side we can see the queries. That means nothing but what are the tables. So today we started with hardly somewhere around 7 tables or 8 tables we started, guys. But in coming days it will be some lot of which is going to be tables will be there, guys. Okay, fine. If you delete any step from applied step, can you recall them again? No, it's not possible to recall it once again. But only the thing is, the option is they are not saved. See, they are not going to be saved. So simply if you don't save it, automatically your changes will not be updated there. Okay. So in the case, if we want to undo the steps, what we have to do is we deleted a step. You wrongly deleted a step here now. So if you just try to say which is going to be Control Z or something like that, this option does not comes back. Simply don't save it. So automatically it will be back here now. Anyhow, I'll tell you all the details later. One by one, more details I'll tell you applications in the later classes. But on the left hand side, you can see the queries, guys. Right hand side, we can see the steps. What are the steps we applied on this particular table during the transformations? Lot of steps will be there, guys. So in coming classes, we'll do a lot of steps, not just like 2 steps, 3 steps. Sometimes it may be 20, 30 steps also. We'll apply it on the tables. We'll see them. We'll see the applications later. So what is the main purpose of query settings, guys? The main purpose of query settings is it will show you all the steps, whatever we have applied on the table regarding the transformations. And its main advantage is to know about what are the steps we have been applied. And second thing is going to be nothing but what we can do is whenever you want to undo the steps, it's not now, guys, even after 1 year also, if any changes are required, again, you can undo the step. Whatever the step we have applied, so that step we can just undo the step here now. Okay, so that is what basically that particular steps, the query settings is going to be applied, guys. Okay. Now one small application, guys. So just a small recommendation. It's not mandatory to do that, guys. Just it is a very small recommendation. That is nothing but it's instead of saying the recommendation, a small tip, guys. It's just a small tip, guys. So as of now, there are 8 tables are there. So easily, if I ask you to select the Gapminder, so go to the Gapminder. Yes, Gapminder. Go to the used cars. Okay, used cars. Go to the fact internet sales. Go to fact internet sales. Dim product subcategory. So today, being the number of tables are very, very less, easily we are able to identify them. Easily we are able to recognize them or able to identify them. But tomorrow there may be somewhere around, maybe guys, hundreds of tables may be there. So as usually, as you know that guys, normally in our systems also we'll have a lot of files, guys. We don't put all the files on my desktop. See, is it for category? We'll do the categorization. These files are related to some topic, so put it into one folder. These files are different folder. These files different folder. Like that, we'll put it into some folder, guys. Why do you require the folders? We know that folders are nothing but just easy to manage the files. We'll use the folders, guys. Same here also, guys. Easy to manage this particular file, the queries. What we can do is, guys, we can create a groups. Groups are nothing but just like a folders only, guys, but there are not physical folders. They are just logical folders, guys. See there how I'm going to do that. Right click here. You can see something called as a new group. So what is a group name? Something, let us say that this group is going to be related to sales. Just example, guys, these tables are belonging to sales tables, sales department tables. Some data related to, see there, currently if you can see, there are 2 groups are created, sales group and other queries. For example, this dim product category, dim product subcategory, fact internet sales, these are belonging to sales department, guys. Simple, what you do, guys, drag it and drop in, guys. That's it. Nothing to do, guys. Just simple drag it and drop in, guys. Or else one more way also, guys. Right click. You can see the option, guys. Move to the group, either to a new group or sales group. So simple drag and drop, guys. Nothing to do. Simple drag and drop, guys. See there, total 8 tables just separated into 2 folders, 2 groups, guys. Sales is one group and some other queries. Maybe another one, new group. I can say, for example, some data related to some company, guys. Like, for example, some kind of an business. I said which is going to be some business tables, guys. User cars belonging to business. Insurance cars belonging to business, guys. See how simple it is going to be, guys. It is only just a recommendation, guys. Why? Because for easy management, for easy accessible of the tables, we'll use this kind of a techniques what we have to do, guys. So like this, we can just import the data and just for easy maintenance. Now I want to create some reports related to sales department. So if we expand the sales group, guys, automatically only the tables which are related to sales group, only the tables which are related to business and some other queries are there. Okay, so like this, we can just, here also I can import the data, guys. Here also, this is Power Query Editor, guys. In Power Query Editor also, we can import the data. As I said that now, in Power Query Editor, only thing you can see it, guys, on the left-hand side, it is nothing but the, what we can say, the queries. On the right-hand side, we can see the query settings. In the middle, we can see the table, guys. See, this is going to be the table, guys. This is not Power BI desktop. It is a Power Query Editor, guys. So you know that why we call it as Power Query Editor, because it allows you to edit the queries. So if you want another table, guys, simple, right click here, guys. Here also we can import the data, guys. No need to again go back here and no need to import the data from here, guys. Simple, directly what we can do is, guys, other queries. If you want to get into other queries, guys, right click and say new query. Same technique, guys. More. Again, it will ask you, guys, from where you want to import file. Text or a CSV file, click on connect. Click on connect, select the file, guys. Where is my files are there? C drive, data folder. You can select one of the file, guys. Like I'm selecting a file with a name called as dim customer table, guys. Click on open. So now I'm importing one table called as a dim customer table into this other queries, guys. See, other queries contains only 2 tables right now. Click on OK. Automatically the table is imported and saved into the other queries, guys. So something like this, easily we can just import the data and easily we can just manage those particular tables very easily, guys. So this is the basic objective of how we have to work with this kind of an importing the data, guys. That's it, guys. Just the way importing. So importing is common, guys. So whether you are importing from a CSV file, whether you're importing a import data from Excel sheet, whether you're importing the data from SQL Server, whether you're importing a data from some other system, only the connectivity will change, guys. For example, you are connecting to SQL Server. It will ask you, what is your server name? What is your database name? What is your table names? But finally, after importing, again, it will become a table here, guys. So something like that, basically we can just work with this kind of a way, these are the ways how we can import the data sets, guys. See, I created the data sets. That means I imported the data, and you can see I just grouped them into according to the whatever the folders or whatever you want, we can do, guys. And observe carefully, some tables I have imported here, guys. You can't see the changes here, guys. See, in the Power BI desktop, you can't see the changes, guys. I imported one table just now called as n, which is nothing but dim customer. Dim customer is not available. Even if you make any changes also, guys, the changes also we can't see it, guys. For example, look at the fruits table, guys. Look at the fruits table, guys. Don't get confused. It is what is this, guys? It is Power BI desktop. Because on the right hand side data was there, on the left hand side we have the views are there. Can you come here, guys? So here and here both the data is the same. Here what I did, guys, I converted all the color data into uppercase, guys. See there, the color column, the column is in uppercase. Even the label also I'm converting into uppercase, guys. But here on the Power BI desktop, there are still in the lowercase only, guys. So unless and until you don't save them, these changes will not be reflected, guys. So go to the home ribbon. Here we have the option called as an apply. You know, guys, what is meaning of apply? Apply means these changes will be reflected there. Close and apply. Close this Power BI desktop and then apply, guys, or just close it. Better option is close and apply, guys. It will close it and apply it. If any further work is there, apply. Now you can see the changes, guys. See there, the data will be completely converted into uppercase, and this label also will be converted into uppercase, guys. So see, these are the changes what we have done. So we can see, guys, color has been changed to uppercase, label also changed to uppercase, guys. So if you have done any changes in this the Power Query editor, guys, unless and until you don't apply them, the changes will not be reflected in the Power BI desktop. Remember, guys, we'll only create the reports only with the data of the Power Query, whatever we have been imported into the Power BI desktop. Only with this data only, the reports will be generated, guys. For example, based on this data, if I generate the report, my color will come in the uppercase, my label also comes in the uppercase. If you make any changes in the transformation, guys, the changes will not be reflected unless you apply the changes. So simply if you make the changes in Power Query editor is not sufficient, guys. If you want to reflect those particular changes in your model, so we have to apply the changes. So simply click on apply. So close and apply, guys, apply or close, whatever you want, we can do that. Okay. So that is the mainly, these are the two options, guys. Power Query editor, Power BI desktop. In Power BI desktop, completely we will create the visuals and all these things we'll do it, guys, importing the data, etc. When you go to the Power BI, when you go to the Power Query editor, guys, there we can completely, we are going to import the data. We are going to transform the data, clean up the data, any changes you do, and reflect those particular changes into your model, guys, simply by clicking on either apply or close or apply, but don't directly close it, guys. Now the changes are reflected. Now you have to save it, guys, file, and then we have to save it. Otherwise, these changes will not be reflected, guys. Okay. So that's it, guys. That is how we can import the data from various systems. And on the left hand side, you can see the Power Query, the queries, guys. On the right hand side, we can see what is going to be the data here, guys. Okay. So that's it for the today's class, guys. So just for today, I'll stop it here. And in the next class also, guys, so one more demo session, guys. Maximum tomorrow we'll wind up with all the basics concepts, and maximum from Monday onwards. So this Saturday, I don't take the class, guys. Saturday and Sunday. Tomorrow you have the class as usually, guys. Tomorrow just again I'll conclude all the concepts just with a small additional options are there. I'll cover up all of them. These are all the basics, guys. So to start with your main concepts, these are the basics, guys. Importing of data, how to save the changes, how to understand the query settings, how can you understand the queries. All these things are only just the prerequisites. So from Monday onwards, I'll start with my regular classes, main classes, I'll start with them. So tomorrow also we'll continue with some basic discussions only, guys. Small basic discussions are there. So we'll complete off those in the tomorrow's class. So please tomorrow also, guys, you can join with the same link at the same time. From Monday onwards, the link will change, guys. The time will be the same as it is 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. guys. Okay. So that's it for the today's class from my side, guys. And I'll just give me a minute, guys. I'll share you the data sets also, guys. Yes, absolutely. We can change. Yes, Sumit, you can change your names of the queries. Everything you can make the changes. So you can make the changes as it is. We can do that. All transformation, guys. Nothing is there. We can change the names of the columns. We can change the names of the tables. Anything you can do. So this is your user cars. Just if I double click on that, I can say which is going to be cars data set. So see there, it is going to be cars data set. But here it is still showing it as a user cars only. But here it was changed to cars. Here it was changed to cars, but here it is showing you as an user cars only. See there. It is still showing it as a user car. So what shall I do now? Simple, close and apply. Once if we close and apply, what it will do now? The changes will be reflected here now. See there, the table automatically changes to which is going to be cars automatically. Renaming of column, everything you can do. Renaming of column, any transformations we can do that. That's why we call it as a cleanup operations. Okay. So one more class, guys. Tomorrow I'll take that extra one more class tomorrow. I'll complete of it. All the complete. Once again, just a recap of all the sessions, whatever we covered. Plus one or two small topics are there. I'll cover up them, guys. And then I'll start with the transformations from the Monday's class, guys. We are only just doing the preparation only. From Monday's class, I'll start with the transformation. So tomorrow also we will do some small preparations further. And then we'll start with the practicals, guys. Okay. So from Monday onwards, the link will change, guys. Tomorrow you can join with the same link at the same time. From Monday onwards, my team will change the link and share you the link to you only for the paid participants only who has been registered for the course. Only those will get the paid link, guys. Okay. Any questions, guys? Anyone? Any questions? Any questions regarding the today's class or any general question on the Power BI? If you have any questions. Not only related to Power BI, guys, any questions related to any concept related to Power BI or a data analyst, any kind of a questions, guys. No questions? Okay. Then we'll do one thing, guys. Just for today, we'll stop it for today, guys. We'll wind up the session for today and we'll continue in the tomorrow's class, guys. So tomorrow I'll complete all my basic preparations, guys, and then I'll start with my main implementations, guys. Okay. Thanks for today. So I'll see you tomorrow. You can join with the same link, guys, with the same at the same time. From Monday, the link will change, guys. Okay. Thanks all of you guys for today.